Welcome back. Now what we need to do is that we need to calculate the total. So if we have more than one item here, what we want to do is that we want to add the subtotals up. If you add the subtotal of the first product, and if you have another product, you add the subtotal to it, you will get the total. So we need to calculate this total. Let me head on over to the project to work on it. Here, multiply here, we can do the multiplication here. So remember here in the for each loop, we have here this. So we have this product price. We can here multiply the product price, multiply by value, and then product quantity. Need to create a function that would do all of this. So what I'm gonna do is that here, whenever we add something to the cart, whether it's the first product or whether it's a new product, then after that, we always need to update or increase or calculate, I should say, calculate total cart. We always need to do this whenever we add something to the cart. So whenever we add something to the cart, we need to do this. So here we need to call this function, and also here whenever we remove something from the cart, after we remove, we need to calculate total cart. And here also whenever we update the cart, we need here to calculate total cart. So we need now to create a function that would do this. Let me here create a new function. I'm going to say function, and then I'm going to say calculate total cart. Calculate total cart. So to calculate the total cart, we need to access all of the products and get all of the prices and all of the quantities and add them up. So we need to add them up, and to do this, we need to access the session first. I'm going to access the session. I'm going to first say here, before this, we actually need to say total price is equal to 0, and also the total quantity is equal to 0. And then we need to loop over all of the products, and to do this, we need to say the for each loop, for each, and then we access the session cart, and then we get each single product. So I'm going to say session cart as key value, where the key is the product ID and the value is the product itself. So we access the key value. If you don't want to say key value, you can say ID product, because the key is the ID and the value is the product. And now we need to access each single product. So I'm going to say product, and each single product is going to be equal to session cart ID. This is the product. Once we get the product, we need to get its price. So we need to get the price. The price is going to be equal to the product price. And we also need to access the quantity. So the quantity is going to be equal to product quantity. And then we now multiply the price by the quantity and then add everything up. So we need to say total now. The total price is going to be equal to the old total price, which is initially going to be 0, plus the price multiplied by the quantity. So this is the total price. The total quantity is the total quantity is going to be equal to the all total quantity plus the quantity, plus the new quantity. So after we do all of this, we store this in the session. So we can here say after the for each, we can create a new key in the session. We can say session, and then the key is going to be total, and the total is going to be equal to total price. And we create another key for the quantity if you want to use it. I'm going to say quantity. The quantity is going to be equal to the total quantity. And to do this, we need to call this function every time we update the session. So every time we add something to the session, for example here, we need to call the calculate total cart, and also here, whenever we remove something from the cart, we need to calculate the total. And also here, whenever we edit the quantity of a specific product, we need to calculate the total cart. Finally, we need here to display at the bottom. Remember, we have here this code. This code is first gonna check whether the cart is empty or not. If the cart is not empty, which means that if there is something in the cart, then we need to display here. We need to say PHP, and then echo, and then we echo the $sign first, and then dot, and then we echo the session total. Session total, which is the total price. So let me now test. In order to test, we need to add different products. I'm gonna add here, I'm gonna go to the products page, and then I'm gonna order another meal. For example, this meal. So now we have 2 meals, and the total is 51.98. Let's check this. So the first product costs 37.99. The second product costs 13.99, and if you add these up, you will get 51.98. So now the total is correct.